Hello, Leo. This is Teresa from TarotbyT, and welcome to September and your horoscope or TarotScope for September. And before I get started, I want to ring the bell to create sacred space and calling the angels. And I want to say thank you for subscribing and liking my channel and my videos, and thank you for all your wonderful comments. I read all of them, and I really enjoy reading them. So thanks. And I'm glad these readings are helping people. So let us see what's happening for Leo in the month of September. What does Leo need to know about love and life in the month of September? Love and or life. What does Leo, what's coming up? September's going to be a month with Mercury Retrograde and 2 eclipses. A solar eclipse in Virgo and a lunar eclipse in Pisces. What does Leo need to know about the month of September? In love, life, or career? Okay. Let's see what's going on. Nine of Wands, Chariot, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the Devil, the Hangman, the 4 of Cups, the World, the Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the 9 of Wands. You start out the month of September and you've been working really hard towards a goal, and you're almost feeling like, I don't know if I'm going to get there. I want to quit, because you've been working for a long time and you haven't really seen results yet. But you will. You will. You just have to call in your scattered energies. The Chariot is a victory card. But the problem is that you've been having you have too many things going on. You have too many irons in the fire, and you're not really focusing on what you really want. If you can call in that scattered energy and just focus on your goal, you have the potential for success. So don't quit. The 9 of Wands also represents standing up for yourself, fighting for what you believe in. And it could mean that a situation that you had once resolved or you thought was resolved comes back to be dealt with. And so you really have to be focused, and you really have to don't have ADHD in the month of September. You have to focus on the goal. Keep your eye on the ball, and success is assured. Now, in the past, you have the 10 of Cups, so you have a good support system around you. You have people who love you and who want to see you succeed. There's a lot of love in your life. And stability, the 4 of Wands. So you've had some amount of victory and stability in a relationship. There's love. You might have committed to someone recently, because the 4 of Wands can mean marriage in some cases, or some type of commitment, some type of stability. So, and then you have in the future, you have the Devil card. The Devil card represents passion. It also represents fear. And it can also represent addiction. So you might be strongly attracted to someone. And it might be, sometimes the devil comes up when there's a codependent relationship where you're kind of stuck in this passionate dance with someone. And it's almost like an addiction. You can't break away. It's very powerful. It's a very powerful connection. And there's love there. But with the Hangman here, you may feel like things are not progressing the way you want them to be. Or you might feel stuck, like you're in limbo. And the Hangman, sometimes you might be considering moving on to something better, giving something up for something better. It's kind of a strange energy. You have to kind of, with the Hangman, you have to be more patient. Things are not, things will take whatever time they take. So you might be really passionate about something, really wanting to build something up, but the Hangman says, no, wait, you have to have patience. Don't rush into anything. Let things develop in their proper time. It also means you need to see things from a different perspective. You may need to look at things from a different perspective. It could be that you're trying to do something that's unconventional, and the world needs time to get used to the idea. It's, so you have to give things time. It also, sometimes the Hangman means giving something up for something better, sacrifice. So you might give up a job that you really like, or you might even give up a relationship that you're not too unhappy with, but you're moving on to something better. Something pops up that it could be even like a strong attraction, and you feel like you want to move from one thing to another, even though you've had a lot of stability in the past. You're giving all that up because you have this new dream, or you have this new passion, and that's driving you. But it's going to require discipline and focus for you to get to the finish line. Here, the Four of Cups. You've been feeling kind of bored with your life, and you're wondering, should I start considering, maybe there's a relationship that you're in and you don't feel valued enough, or you're not feeling, it's not fulfilling, or you're feeling just bored, and you're just kind of thinking, well, maybe I should consider my other options. So whether it's a relationship or career situation, you're bored, and something gets offered to you, but you're not sure you want to accept it. So there could be a job offer coming up, or some kind of relationship offer, and you're considering it. You're not really sure you want to go there, because it's going to involve sacrifice. It's going to involve giving something up for something else, and you're really not sure you want to give up what you've got. You're kind of attached to this thing. So it could be that you're attached to a relationship and you're not ready to give it up, or you're attached to a job situation. And so you're going to give it some time to think about it. Now the World card here is in your environment, so things are starting to come together for you. So if there is a relationship, even though there's strong passion there, and it could be kind of addicting, I feel like you're coming to the end of a cycle with the World card. You're finishing something up. Something has reached a successful conclusion, and now you're ready to take it to the next level. So that could be a relationship. Maybe you've been with someone for a long time, you decide to commit, and now you're going to go from being in a relationship as, romantic partners to maybe a marriage. Or you're going to move from dating to something more serious. Whatever it is, this person, this relationship or job situation, it really is, it's all going to start to come together. And you're going to just, you're going to be really in your element. You're going to be experiencing success. You might even wind up traveling. Sometimes the World card can mean world travel. Like you get invited to speak somewhere, or you get invited to go on a tour, and you're welcomed wherever you go. They want to hear what you have to say. They make you feel at home. You're really feeling like you're coming into your own. And you also have the Page of Cups here in your wish fulfillment, and that could mean a message of love. It could mean, it can mean several things. The pages can sometimes mean children. So if you're trying to have a child, that could mean that, you might be able to do that now. You might be able to add, like a child is important to you. You really want to have family, or you want to be connected with your children in some way. Or it could mean in a relationship, if you're in a budding relationship, that you start to confess your feelings for each other. You start to express more love. Maybe you've kept your feelings hidden. And so that the page means someone is communicating, you're getting a message of love. You're either giving a message or receiving it. It could also represent a creative project. That's your baby. If it's not a physical child, it could be a creative project that you're involved in, and everything's falling into place and you're just loving it. And it's a departure for you from what you've done before. You're like on a new path. And you might have to also learn some things, because the Page of Pentacles is a student card. So you might be having to learn some new skills. Like you're on this new path, and it's all kind of new to you, and you're having to learn a lot of things. Whatever work you've done in the past, this is a kind of a departure a little bit. So it's exciting because you're learning new things. So you may decide to take some classes, or you might take, but you're open to the new, and you're open to learning. So this is good. And you might even be working with children, maybe. Maybe this new project involves you with children in some way. In any case, if it's not children, it is creative. It's something creative that really speaks to who you are. And so if it's a work situation, it's something that, some new creative project that gets offered to you. And you're going to contemplate whether you want to accept it or not, because it's going to involve giving up something that you still value. If it's a relationship, it could be that you're just going through a period of boredom, and you're like considering, is the grass greener on the other side? Be careful of addictions. If you're involved with something, there's a lot of passion there. There's a lot of attraction, physical attraction. And it could be that you're involved with someone where there's an age difference. Either they have a child, or the person is much younger or older. There's some kind of age difference, because the Page energy is very young energy. So maybe this person's a little bit on the immature side. They're very sensitive, though, very artistic. And you have to be careful how you deal with them, because their feelings get hurt really easily. So, but things look good in terms of love. You have the Ten of Cups here, the Four of Wands. I feel like you're going to have a more stable relationship situation, and one that's involved with very passionate. The only thing that may hold you back is you might be afraid of the passion. You may be afraid of losing yourself in the relationship. So you might not be ready to accept this person's love, or you might not be ready to accept this opportunity because you're afraid of it. And you're afraid of what it's going to, what kind of demands it's going to be making on you. I think that's part of the problem too. Is it going to be too demanding? Am I going to lose myself in this relationship? Can I handle, being in love? What's it going to involve? So all these fears are coming up. But I'm worried because you have the world. Excuse me. You have the world here. So this person, whoever you're involved with, or you're thinking about being involved with, it will be a good connection, a good match. So don't be afraid to show your love. Don't be afraid to feel passion for someone, or get. Don't be afraid to become intimate, because the devil could be intimacy too. Where a relationship might have been just a friendship at some point, and now it's changing into maybe a sexual union. There's the potential there for a more intimate connection. And you may have to be open to the new. You might have to be open to learning new things, or behaving in a different way. Learning new things about yourself, about the person. But it looks good. So I would not, don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of, if you really feel passion for someone, don't be afraid to, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be afraid to get involved with someone if they really, they're very intriguing. Just make sure that you set good boundaries, and that you also keep your life, that you have other things, that you don't get too wrapped up in the person where you lose your life, where you don't have your friends anymore, you don't date any, you give up your friends to be in this relationship, and then, so you don't want to get lost in the relationship, but you can engage, and you can have an intimate connection, a very passionate connection. But it may take some time here, because the Hangman always says patience to me. So you may want things to develop quicker than they are, or it could be that your fears are holding things back, and that's why they haven't developed. So that's my message for September, Leo. I think you're going to be enjoying. You're going to be hearing messages of love. You're going to be feeling that everything is coming together and that you're on the right path. And it's going to be fun as you're learning new things. So good luck in September, Leo. I hope everything works out for you. And I hope you find the love and embrace the love that's around you. And thank you for listening and watching. And I hope this reading has helped you. And I will see you in October. Thanks, Leo.